All right, let's talk about something huge. Have you ever dreamed of studying abroad, but then looked at the price tag and thought, nope, not for me? Well, today, we're diving deep into one of the most generous scholarships on the planet, the Chinese Government Scholarship, also known as the CSC. Seriously, stick with me here, because this guide could literally be your ticket to a completely funded education in China.
I mean, studying in China for free? It sounds a little too good to be true, right? That's what most people think. But here's the thing. The CSC Scholarship is specifically designed to just erase that financial barrier. It's built to take that dream you might have and make it a real, tangible, fully paid-for reality. And don't think this is some tiny, obscure program with only a handful of spots. No way. The CSC Scholarship is massive. We're talking about a partnership with over 279 universities all across China. Just think about that number for a second. The scale is just incredible. It means that whatever you're into, whether it's cutting-edge robotics or ancient Chinese history, there is almost definitely a top-tier program with your name on it.
Okay, so here's our game plan for today. We're going to cover exactly what this scholarship pays for. Then we'll figure out if you're eligible. We'll go through the document checklist you'll need, step by step. After that, it's the application playbook, some crucial insider tips for success, and finally, what you need to do next. Let's get into it. All right, let's kick things off with the best part. What's in it for you? What do you actually get? I mean, this is the reason the CSC Scholarship is one of the most famous awards in the world. It's designed so you can focus 100% on your studies without ever having to worry about money.
So, look, when they say fully funded, they are not kidding. Your entire tuition fee wiped out. A place to live in a free university dorm? You got it. Comprehensive medical insurance just for your peace of mind? Yep, that's covered too. And as if that's not enough, they give you a monthly living stipend on top of it all. It is quite literally the complete package.
Yeah, let's actually zoom in on that monthly stipend for a sec. It goes up depending on what you're studying. So for a bachelor's degree, you're getting 2,500 RMB a month. For a master's, it's 3,000. And for a PhD, it's 3,500. And get this is tax-free cash. It's for your food, your travel, your fun, and honestly, for a lot of students, it's more than enough to live a really comfortable life. Some people even manage to save money.
Okay, those benefits are pretty incredible, right? It's easy to get excited. But let's pause for a moment and tackle the next huge question. Are you eligible? The requirements are pretty black and white, so this is the part where we find out if this amazing opportunity is actually a good fit for you.
It really breaks down pretty simply, based on your education and your age. So, if you're going for a bachelor's degree, you need a high school diploma and you've got to be under 25. For a master's, you'll need that bachelor's degree and be under 35. And for all you future doctors out there, a PhD requires a master's degree and you have to be under 40.
And then there are a couple of basic rules that apply to everybody no matter what you're studying. First, you have to be a non-Chinese citizen. And second, you need to be in good physical and mental health. Pretty standard stuff for any big international scholarship, really.
Okay, so you've checked the boxes and you're eligible. Awesome. Now we get to what is, in my opinion, the most critical part of this whole process, getting your documents in order. I'm not exaggerating when I say this checklist is the absolute foundation of your application. You have to get this right.
All right, let's run through the core checklist. You've got the basics, right? A valid passport and your degree and transcripts, which, by the way, need to be notarized. Then you've got the documents that really tell your personal story, 2 strong recommendation letters, and a really well-thought-out study plan. And finally, there's the official paperwork, like the foreigner physical examination form and a police clearance certificate. Seriously, my biggest piece of advice, start gathering all of this stuff like yesterday.
Okay, now, let's talk about the secret weapon, the golden ticket that can put your application right at the top of the pile. I'm talking about the acceptance letter. This thing is an absolute game changer, especially if you're applying for a master's or PhD. All it is a letter from a professor in China who says, yes, I want to supervise this student. And even though it might say optional on the website, trust me, having one of these makes your application almost impossible to reject.
Okay, you're working on your documents. You're getting everything in line. Now it is time for the main event, the application process itself. This is your playbook, your step-by-step guide to get you from where you are now to getting that acceptance email.
So, you've basically got 2 ways to apply. There's type A, where you go through the Chinese embassy in your country. It's a solid route, but often way more competitive. Then there's type B, which is what most people do. You apply directly to the university you want to attend. This gives you way more flexibility and control, so that's the one we're really going to focus on here.
You know, when you really boil it down, the process is just a series of simple steps. Step 1, do your homework. Find the universities and, more importantly, the professors that are a perfect match for you. Step 2, start sending those emails to get that golden ticket, that acceptance letter. Step 3, while you're doing that, you're getting all your other documents ready. And finally, steps 4 and 5 are just filling out the online forms for both the CSC and the university, and hitting that submit button. Simple as that.
Okay, pay close attention now. Everything we've talked about so far gets you a good application. This next part is what gets you a winning application. These are the insider tips, the things that will give you a real, measurable edge over everyone else applying.
It all comes down to being smart and strategic. So, first up, start early. I'm talking about emailing professors in September. Seriously. Second, deadlines are all over the place. Every single university is different, usually between November and March, so you have to track them. Third, and this is huge, for Type B, you only get to apply to one university through the main CSC portal. Choose it wisely. Fourth, a pro tip on notarizing. Get photocopies of your documents notarized, not your precious originals. And last, but maybe most important, customize everything. Your CV, your study plan, tailor it for each professor. A copy-paste job is a guaranteed rejection.
So, there you have it. We've gone through the what, the why, and the how. Now we're at the final, and honestly, the most important part. This is all about you and what your next move is to grab this absolutely life-changing opportunity.
And really, this is the main thing I want you to walk away with. The difference between just dreaming about this and actually doing it, it's action. Every single document you get notarized, every personalized email you write to a professor, that's the action that transforms this from a what if into your actual reality. Preparation is, without a doubt, everything.
So think about it. A fully funded education is on the table. An incredible adventure in a new country is waiting for you. The door is wide open. The only question left is, are you ready?